old 90s boom bap hip hop playing over this old style animation. This is so sick. Oh god, man. Alright, let's do this. The beauty of 90s anime aesthetic. We're finally doing this shit. Let's do this.
As time has been going on, the general aesthetic of anime has changed. We've went from this to this
Beautiful.
to this.
Oh, this is the best. This is the fucking best, man. The others were good, even Astro Boy, but this is pretty good. I like this.
To this, oh my god, and so on and so on.
Oh wait, that's
all
actually
the way
cool.
up
That's actually fucking cool. I gotta see more of this. I gotta see more of this shot.
Until
But this is pretty cool too.
this. And I've come to find that I actually prefer
I prefer the 90s.
some of these eras' aesthetics to other eras' aesthetics.
Yup.
And I think that's because an anime's aesthetic or art style is super important to the anime experience. It what
definitely
separates
is.
certain moods and feelings and vibes
Oh.
from anime to anime. It's why we can look at 1985's
Oh,
Angel's
God.
Egg and still think it's gorgeous and honestly looks better than a lot of the A1 pictures. This
Man, I'd rather watch this than this.
looks like an anime.
No disrespect to this, but the other thing, man, oh god, I could watch that right now.
Anime of today. It's why Berserk 2016, though it may be newer, that looks like a bargain bin PS2 game. But then you look at the 97.
Out of all of the animes you could fuck up, why would you fuck up this manga? Why would you fuck up Miura's masterpiece? Why would you fuck up Berserk, bro? I could think of 30 other names you could use, and they give Berserk this treatment?
Looks like a bargain
What
bin
the fuck
PS2
is that?
game. But then you look at the 97 Berserk, and sure, the animation isn't as
Like,
great,
what? This is great! I feel like I'm watching Tarzan!
but they capture all the moments of the manga so well.
They should have just did the whole fucking manga with that animation. Bring it back.
There's this vintage
Bring it back
color to
immediately.
Everything is beautiful and whimsical when it needs to be, and also dark and disturbing when it
Like,
needs
bring
to
this
be.
shit
What I'm
back!
trying to get across is that just because an anime is newer and maybe is more higher poly and costs more money to make, that doesn't mean it immediately looks better. Because I've come to realize that no matter how HD, 1080p,
I fucking hate that. Whenever a video on YouTube has all of this shit, all these letters, bro, 4K, 60 frames per second, LGP, AA, B, C, D, E, F, G, I turn that shit off. I fucking hate it.
60 FPS anime gets, or how dynamic and crazy the camera may get, or how Gojo's eyes make me just
Come.
You gonna make me act up. You gonna make me do something I'm gonna regret.
regardless of all of that, there's just something magical about this.
Mic check.
Oh my god.
To me,
That was like the best 5 seconds of the fucking day, man. Oh my god. That was perfect. The old 90s boom bap hip hop playing over this old style animation. This is so sick. Oh god, man. We'll never go back to this
the
time.
90s anime
Beautiful.
aesthetic is the best look for anime.
is.
I'm not the only one who loves
You
this
ain't the
style
only
so
one, bro. I'm
much.
with you.
Like, how many times have you seen an anime PFP and you know they got it from Google searching?
You know how many times I see a Cowboy Bebop picture? Like it's Spike, like blowing like a cigarette or some shit. It's always like a 90s anime or some shit that they're using these pictures from. MF Doom. Oh my god, like just hearing that, man.
90s anime aesthetic, or why most lo-fi or slowed
It's all
reverb
90s
songs
shit.
have a loop
Yeah.
of a 90s anime. There's a reason every time you see one of those anime pictures with
It's always this is like the aesthetic. You have that old school 90s anime with like the yellow subtitles, and you have all of the girls on on Instagram like posting a picture like, I'm lonely this Christmas, but that's why this is the best Christmas. And it's some picture of like an anime girl like from the 90s.
with the I'm 14 and this is deep fake subtitle. It's from a 90s anime. You're all I think about.
Yeah, exactly. This is some shit I would post like if I was 15 years old. I'd look up anime quote or some shit, or a 90s animated relationship advice or quote or something, and this is what would pop up, bro. Hey, Night Guy, thank you for the dono. I don't know, like, I have to, like, fix my Twitch settings because it's like I don't see the donation unless I'm looking at my streaming screen. So I gotta fix that after the screen. So if y'all donated, just let me know and I'll make sure I look at it by the end.
Ha, fuck. You're so sexy. Yeah. Since forever isn't forever.
Let's just vibe.
Let's just vibe. Till whatever. I live in Spain.
Yeah, this fucking picture, man. You know how many times I've seen this?
But the S.
That's why I watch. I'm not even gonna lie. I watched Cowboy Bebop because of this picture.
Is silent. Like pain.
Something Sasuke
But anyway, after doing some highly intelligent, multi-dimensional research,
I've broken down some of my favorite elements of the 90s anime style and put it into 4 categories. One of the biggest factors that make the 90s anime aesthetic so great is the character designs.
Everything about this video is gonna make me cream, man. The sounds, the visuals, his voice, everything. Yeah, this is what I would rap over back in the day when I was a rapper.
The 90s anime aesthetic gave birth to some of the coolest character designs ever. You got Vash the Stampede.
Look at that! Is that Trigun Stampede, or did he just say something else Stampede? But shit, man, that's so cool.
With his striking red coat and his
It stands out. It doesn't look the same. You know how many anime characters look the fucking same nowadays? It is Trigun, yeah. So Trigun Stampede is a remake from this?
Sick ass retro glasses. You got Spike Spiegel with his bushy ass hair and his chill, cool suit.
I've been seeing this
and the
since I
fact
was a
that
kid.
one of his eyes is fake, which works with
Spike
his
is one of
character.
them.
They designed this dude so well to the point where mans can do anything and it'll look cool. The whole fucking cast.
Come on, man. Come on. Like, look at this. The hair. The clothes, the color, it's the clothes. The clothes, man. But the hair and the color, the contrast, everything about this is iconic.
Of Yu Yu Hakusho, every character looks great. Yeah. I refuse to believe that you can find any anime group that looks...
Who y'all prefer? What's the guy name? Yu Yu? Is that his name? The guy, this guy, what's his name? I forgot his fucking name, man. Y'all prefer him or Gon? Yasuke, yeah, Yusuke. You prefer Yusuke or Gon?
Looks great. I refuse
character design-wise, character design. I'm not talking about character, like who they are as a person, and well, I'm talking about character design. Which character design do you guys like better?
Believe that you can find any anime group that looks better than the boys. They're all distinct from each other. They all got style, and yet
like a nice
they all look so cool together. The character designs of Outlaw Star. Look at my boy Jim Hawkins.
That's all right. Oh wait. Now it looks better animated. When it's like a PNG, I was like, it looks all right. But in the animation, it looks pretty good.
It's why when I look at the first stage of Initial D, sure, the cars might look like they're from a PS1 game. You don't.
Oh no. Oh fuck.
Don't remember. I still prefer it because all the character designs
then you go back to
look
this
so
and it looks
fucking
great.
Charming.
Just never do that PS1 shit again.
Also, I look like Takumi.
Yeah, a little, yeah.
Meanwhile, in the second stage, no, get it away, I
gotta start editing like this.
The attention to detail, the hair,
God. Is that Slam Dunk?
Get it away, no, the attention.
Is that Slam Dunk right here? God, the hair, everything about this, man. The facial features, the muscles, the detail on the jacket,
the hair, the fashion.
Sailor Moon, man.
I'm serious. The 90s anime character design had some of the most dripped out anime characters ever. Vash, Spike, all of the Sailor Moon cast, and that's an anime where they don't wear the same thing every day, so there's plenty of outfits you can find just watching the show, and they're all...
Sailor Moon's is a little more simple. But nah, man, then you look at the background, but the outfits, like, look how classy she is on the left with the tie and the pants. They just know how to dress. You go to anime in the 90s for your fashion advice.
Great, just look at these. This is the era that you get Takumi, Kintaro Oe, and the Sauce King himself, Yusuke Urameshi.
Hell yeah, look at these men!
Could be a bit biased considering these dudes' styles.
Bro, I might take up their fashion
style. I also really liked how all the character designs tended to have a more realistic look to the body types.
Wow.
Doing this made every movement and action feel that much more dynamic and real and just oomph, you know, just
How were they able to do this in the 90s, man? God, Sailor Moon and Yu Yu Hakusho, authors of the power couple. Oh, wow. Oh,
when you
shit.
take that body type.
Wait. Tagashi's wife made Sailor Moon? Did I read that right? You're talking about something else. Oh, shit. Oh, that's beautiful, man. Sailor Moon, that's
and you
beautiful.
add just oomph, you know, just oomph. When you take that body type and you animate it and put it in motion, something as simple as even just running looks
yeah.
so much more elegant and
does.
real. And that realistic body type
That movement.
actually takes me to the second element of why I
Dental?
find the 90s
Oh,
anime
detail,
look
detail. I thought it
so
said dental.
appealing, and that is the darker tone.
Dark tone. Ooh, come on. Oh, the darkness looks so good in the 90s.
Obviously,
How seductive
90s
that
anime
looks,
were
man.
heavily inspired by the
Oh,
late 80s
God.
with things like Akira and those
You already knew this? I don't remember it.
really messed up, gory OVAs. Now, I want to stress, I'm not just talking about
This looks like
subject
if Corpse made a new song, he'd use like one of these shots for the video.
matter when I say darker tone. What I'm saying is that the 90s anime
Now,
look
this is
was the
dark.
perfect vessel
Wow.
for these darker scenes. The color palette and the way the colors looked on the screen, the darker, grittier
They should have kept
shading,
the Berserk anime
and
going from
especially
here. Titties,
those
fuck!
realistic
Get a
vibes.
band
'Cause
again!
as I'm watching it
No,
happen
no, that's not a titty. It's a robot.
on
It's
the
a robot.
screen,
It's a
I
robot.
can
It's a robot.
imagine this being this. These things
It's a
made
robot.
these scenes feel much more dark and visceral and gruesome.
This is like every girl's dream nowadays. I want him to choke me like Yu Yu Hakusho.
But that's not to say that newer anime can't do darker
Choke me like a 90s anime. Fatherless.
scenes. They definitely can, and they have, and some of them have come out phenomenal. But at times I've seen new anime try to do something dark, and it just fell flat. This older style made it feel like you were watching something for the older kids, not for
Like, if they ever remake Cowboy Bebop, it'll actually piss me off.
your young ass. You got school tomorrow, you little
Shit
and then
like
when
that
you
does
grow
not
up and
need a
rewatch
remake.
them, nothing changes. They're still as impactful as they were then. Some of the most impactful dark scenes I've ever seen in anime that stayed in my brain that I've had nightmares
fucking
about
scary.
are from 90s anime.
Bro, I watched... Stop. Bro, that's even worse. God damn, bro. Went from titties to the scariest picture of someone dying. I watched something on a plane a few years ago. No, it was last year, actually. It was like a French anime. It was like blue people, but they were like giants. Fantastic Planet. Fantastic Planet. You got it. I think I forgot what it was, what language it was. But I watched it, and it was like, I just wanted to look at it. I didn't even want to listen. I was just looking at it on a plane because there's like a bunch of fucking little bastards behind me, like making noises. So I was just looking at it, and I was enjoying it. That's the beauty of this anime style.
They're still as
Star
impactful
Wars, yeah,
as they were
same
then.
thing.
Some of the most impactful dark scenes I've ever seen in anime that stayed in my brain, I've had nightmares about, are from 90s anime. The scene in
Yeah.
Ghost in the
Okay,
Shell when
we
the
gotta get through
Major
this
is
shit.
just prying off a piece of the tank as her
We get to see
body
Scarlett
parts are just
Johansson do this in the
flying
movie?
everywhere. That one
watching
scene we all know in Perfect Blue.
I don't know
or
it. Play
that
it.
one scene we all know
Off
in
camera.
Berserk. When Cell was absorbing that one random civilian and his skin just starts
Even
to
the old Dragon Ball style is
For
sick.
fuck's sake, the first episode of Serial Experiments Lane
I prefer
is
it over the
literally
new one.
a schoolgirl committing suicide.
Bro, this shit used to be fucking dark. Like, I wouldn't even know what this meant when I was a kid. Why is she jumping off the building, mommy? Because she wants to kill herself. That's why, son.
Hey, Bubs. You good?
I think he's dead.
We
Not this was JJK. If
I
it was
especially
dead, they'd
notice
be
this when I
alive.
compare an older version of an anime to a newer version of the same anime. For example, when you look at the Jotaro versus Dio fight in both the 90s OVA version versus the newer version,
The 90s OVA version. It's a 90s version?
though they're basically the same fight, the 90s version feels way more dark and terrifying and
JoJo's this fucking old?
almost like a horror movie at some points. Now, although
My
in this
God,
case,
with the blood on the wall, on the windows?
I do prefer the newer look for JoJo than I do the older one.
But the old one is cool. The old one looks too Scooby-Doo. Like, there's 90s animation that looks sick and unique, But then there's 90s animation that's Scooby-Doo. And if it's Scooby-Doo, 2 Scooby-Doo, bro, I'd rather watch Scooby-Doo.
I can't say the same for
The manga
all
came
anime.
out in the 80s?
felt
I
that
did not
darker
know it was that
undertone in
old.
Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, yes, he's showing Hunter x Hunter. Let's go. Yo, bro, the opening for Hunter x Hunter, the York New City arc opening, that aesthetic with Crollo and the Phantom Troop, and Krapika with the blood and the chains and everything. That was dark, man. I was hoping he was going to show this.
Way more in the 90s look versus the newer look. The Eclipse felt way more insane and disturbing with that 90s anime look.
I don't know if I'm part of the minority, man, but I wish Hunter x Hunter went on with that animation style. Nothing wrong with the new one, but I feel like if they went on with the animation style, like imagine the Chimera Ant arc with that old animation. Can't even fucking imagine it. And Berserk, it's a sin that they didn't continue.
Than it did in the
They give us the CGI bullshit.
movie counterparts. Yes, 90s anime had a way more
Like this looks too Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles-ish.
serious and
I don't
dark
know about
tone, and had a lot more blood, a lot of fucking blood. But it was the 90s
Oh,
anime
yeah, blood.
look that helped that darker tone, with things like color and shading and body types, and of course the
room, man, this is blood. This is dark. Meruem would look so good in the old animation. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine like episode 131? I think that's the episode on Hunter x Hunter with that old animation style.
attention to
God.
detail, which leads me to
They should do
category
it.
3, detail.
Dental. See, I can look at this all day. I want to live in it.
If you
I wanna
remember
live in
those
the 90s
influences I
aesthetic.
mentioned earlier with Akira and those dark OVAs,
I was born during the peak of animation. Think about that.
one thing is clear, they both were obsessed with detail, which
What the
is
fuck?
one thing is clear,
This is
they
what I
both were
mean, man. Like this is peak. This is beautiful. It reminds me of like I always bring this up, but with the Ghibli film, with the detail, Miyazaki and all that I'm putting their films, it's like this, man. God, Cowboy Bebop did it too. Whenever they're in space and the ships and everything, it looks so perfect, perfect. No CG, none of that fuck shit, none of that.
obsessed with
Pluto
detail,
does that?
which
I'm still
also
watching
led over to
Pluto.
the 90s, and I think the place where you can see it the most is in the backgrounds. Okay, I
Yeah.
really want to take a moment to just appreciate these backgrounds, because
The backgrounds make it. Like I'm here in 2024 and I want this as my background. I don't want nothing new. I don't want a shot of the ocean in real life, bro. I want a shot of it from the 90s. Everything about this, the bricks, the lighting, the darkness, the shading, the stars, the different colors of blue. It's nighttime. You get that night vibe from this.
this is still peak anime background to
It
this
is.
day.
It is. That's sick. Wow, he's doing this in his closet. This guy's rolling in dough, bro. Look at that room. I love him. I love this guy. He's sick. I want to do that. I actually want to do this. This will be a subathon. Just sitting watching anime 90s backgrounds. I think I was here. Is this Germany? Kame House. This looks like the Germany Cathedral. Beautiful. Oh. Oh. That's alright. No, that's still cool. That's awesome too.
You could easily
Dude, do I even have to say it? Even the music is 90s? Yeah, imagine he was playing like Ariana Grande or some fucking K-pop in the background.
fall
Wow.
into a rabbit hole just searching up 90s anime scenery because of the detail that was packed into the backgrounds.
What
of
is
this era.
that?
And I know some
dude?
people might hear that and think, you know, who gives a shit? I just want to see the anime guy fall into another anime girl's vagina somehow. But I really do believe this
Thank you.
added
Thank
so
you.
much
Banned
to the
again.
feel of anime at that time. Also, they
When
make
life was
for
simple.
great ass
Rollerblading with your
aesthetic
date.
posts. An anime like Escaflowne is a great example for this. I'd recommend watching it simply to stare at the backgrounds and get lost in the fantasy.
Yeah, man, I'm putting this on at night. Turn the audio off and just playing backgrounds from 90s anime. That's all I'm
Yu
doing.
Yu Hakusho can make both regular
I didn't even know how praised the original Berserk anime was. Like the 90s Berserk anime, I didn't know it was that praised. I thought it was people liked it, But I didn't know it looked that fucking good. All the scenes he's showing.
Cities and the spirit world both feel real and beautiful, but also different and unique from each other.
Most backgrounds now are made with computers, which for me loses a lot of the charm that the 90s aesthetic had. These backgrounds were drawn and colored with real paint, which added to the look of it. That's why these places feel real and warm and full of life.
Like, as beautiful as a Silent Voice looks, man. Nah, I can't even say that it's not that good. That's fucking perfection, bro. Silent Voice is a beautiful film. But, like, we're talking about preference. I'll always prefer this aesthetic. Always.
Soul.
If I had to pick one, I'd always pick this
Which
aesthetic.
leads me to the final category, traditional hand-drawn animation.
Modern anime is still better, in my opinion. 90s is just nostalgia. Well, that's the thing right there. Animation-wise, I prefer, like, the 90s aesthetic, right? But story-wise, I think it's, like, the stories nowadays. I mean, I don't know. I haven't really watched that much anime. But I could, like, JJK, Attack on Titan, Chainsaw Man, Uzumaki, which I can't wait to watch. Like, there's a lot of New Day shit that just, like, these animes just look amazing. You know? Like, is the story that deep? Is it that complex compared to what we get nowadays? Like, no, probably not. But, like, just visually, artistically, I prefer this because it's hand-drawn. It's, like, not CG. It's none of that shit. It's everything is painted and everything. And detailed. Do we have a date for Uzumaki? I have no idea. Your
Of
name
course,
has no
early
story.
on, anime was only made with traditional animation. But as time went on and technology advanced, though they still use traditional, a lot of things like color and backgrounds and even animation is now being done digitally. And that's not to say there's anything inherently wrong with digital animation.
See, this is sick. Everything on this screen is sick. No matter what age it came from. Uzumaki is too dark. That's why I want to watch it.
Some of my favorite anime are from the digital era. Space Dandy, Gurren Lagann, they're fucking
That's how you say it? Gurren Lagann? Now I know how to say it. Nice.
masterpieces.
Didn't Gurren Lagann inspire that JJK scene with Mekumaru? Like, I think I saw that somewhere. Like, the Mekumaru, when he was fighting Mahida, when he was fighting him, that's what it was inspired? That's sick. That's sick, man. I like when they take inspiration.
And it gives anime a more polished look.
I don't give a fuck saying the wrong thing.
Soulless.
But, like, a shot like this, you throw this in a 90s filter, you throw this in the 90s and they had to do this themselves, I feel like this would look so much better. Like, I wouldn't say it's soulless. I feel like it's just, it looks too good. And it's like what he said, it looks perfect. Like, it looks too fucking good. I like the grittiness of the 90s. I like how raw it is. I love that shit. Because it shows what it would really be.
I feel like a lot of the charm and beauty from the 90s anime look that came from traditional animation has been lost. At
Oh,
times, the
shit.
colors that come from digital animation,
Yeah.
they fall flat. They feel too shiny, too glossy.
It feels like you're being hit with a pride flag sometimes, man.
It almost looks like plastic sometimes. But hey,
That's what
I could
yeah.
just be an annoying piece of shit. There's just a
You're just being a boomer.
magic to
Yep.
pen on paper and real brushes making real colors that digital just can't recreate. That's what made the 90s
Look at this
anime
shit.
look.
Oh,
That's what creates the moods
beautiful.
and tones.
I wanna
That's
fuck this
why
picture.
Escaflowne feels like an old storybook. That's what made Berserk feel so
Oh,
dark.
man, I want to watch this. Better watch the original Berserk anime on stream, bro. Watch the whole thing in one day. How many episodes are there?
And gritty and otherworldly at times. That's what makes Yu Yu Hakusho still one of the most beautiful looking shows ever. With 90s anime,
25? That's it? Do a Berserk subathon.
though digital
A
was getting
dayathon.
popular, they were reluctant to fully give up on the old style. So what you saw was mostly traditional animation with only sprinkles
I'd love to see, just for the fuck of it, somebody animating modern anime with a 90s aesthetic, like with an old vibe, hand drawn, painted and everything. Like, imagine like for example, like Sukuna versus what's his name, Jogo, 90s aesthetic, or like Netero versus no spoilers, but you know what I'm talking about towards the end. Yeah, like imagine that shit, bro. Gojo, yeah, or like. I don't know, what's one scene, what's one fight you guys wish was animated with like a 90s, like 90s aesthetic, like an old aesthetic, like this style. Like, what's one fight you wish was that? I feel like that Sukuna versus Jogo would be sick. Dude, the Gear 5 fight, imagine that. Vinland Saga. Yeah, you want Vinland Saga 90s, Brad? Just look what Berserk looks like. Imagine that in Vinland. Like the whole thing with Thorfinn climbing out and everything. Imagine that in the 90s with that like the blood pit with all the souls and everything of the people fighting everyone that Thorfinn killed. Imagine that with the 90s. That would look sick. Shit. The whole of Seven Deadly Frame. Goku Ultra Instinct. You imagine like anything Dragon Ball. Damn.
Of digital. Think of the green number codes in Ghost in the Shell, or various moments of Cowboy Bebop.
This. I remember when I put on Cowboy Bebop for the first time and I saw some shit like this, I was blown away. I was like, yep, I'm
or how
watching this whole
Studio
show.
Ghibli made Ocean Waves all traditionally.
I haven't seen this.
Digital techniques to make camera movements that would be much harder to make with just traditional.
I have
To
to
me,
watch
the
that now.
90s
I haven't
anime
seen
look
Ocean
showed
Waves.
a
Y'all see it?
promising future where traditional and digital can live together in harmony. But as time has gone on and digital is taking more and more over, it feels like a lot of the elements I loved about traditional have been lost. But I am glad to say anime hasn't went the Disney route where they fully gave up on.
Don't get me started with Disney. I wanted to do shit different this year on stream. Like, I don't want to be like Moist critical. I don't want to talk about a lot of the stuff he talks about. But, like, I want to do stuff like that where I just watch videos or I watch drama or news or whatever and just give my opinion on it. And Disney is one thing I'm very fucking passionate about and that I would rip apart. Because Disney has fucked up so much, man. They fucked up so much. Like, I used to be so excited to see a new Pixar film. Pixar used to be Pixar, bro. Every time a Pixar movie would come out, I tell my brother, like, we gotta see it. New Pixar, 10 out of 10, we have to see it. But there came a point in time when it just got mid. It just got fucking boring, man. And I never forgave them for Star Wars. Exactly, Krusty Collie. Yeah. They fucked up Star Wars. They fucked up Marvel. They fucked up their animation. Yeah, every now and then we'll get something good. Like, what's a recent good Disney movie? I'm trying to think. It became woke. Yeah, I hate using that word. And it's not woke because there's women in it or gay or whatever. That's not because it's woke. But when it's clear that they're making something with the pure intent of making it just to push something, like a message, or you see something in a film that's clearly put there for a reason, that's when it gets me out of it. Like forced agendas, exactly, Veiling Bow. Like when you know it's forced, and when people are like, no, it's not forced, you know what the fuck they're doing, you know what I mean? And Kanto was good. I actually reacted to that. Oh my god, that's actually on my channel, one of the videos I kept from the past.
Traditional animation and
What's your favorite Pixar film, guys? I'll ask the question. Sing was good? Yeah, but Sing isn't Pixar. I've never seen Sing.
went full digital 3D with every movie. Like, yeah, I love Moana. That soundtrack
Wait, Moana I fucking loved. We might have to put Disney movies up too.
slaps, but they still haven't created anything even close to as
Talk about
beautiful
going off on
as
a
Princess
tangent.
Tiana or Lilo and Stitch or my personal favorite,
What?
fucking Treasure Planet.
Really? I don't remember Treasure Planet, man. I really don't. I don't. Do DreamWorks? We'll do it right after this. I'll do DreamWorks. I feel like I haven't seen a lot of
beautiful-ass
DreamWorks
movie.
films.
So that does give me hope that in the future we will get shows that give me that same feeling that Cowboy Bebop and Trigun's visuals
Oh,
gave.
Trigun looks
In
so
fact, we
good.
had a Megalobox actually
Shit.
chop its resolution down to 720p to
Wow. Megalobox?
mimic this old style.
This looks sick!
And it worked. I felt like this was a show I would grow up with watching on Toonami. Just because an anime has an older style doesn't mean it's inherently worse looking than a newer anime. I am extremely glad that to this day, anime uses traditional animation when things like Disney and Pixar don't.
What was that?
Anime uses
This guy turns around perfectly
traditional
fine.
animation
Just
when
tears fall down his eyes, bro.
things like Disney and Pixar don't. But my only hope is that in the future we can see more of a balance between digital
Yeah.
and traditional in anime, because a lot
It's
of the
never gonna
things I
happen.
loved about these 90s shows
The animators
came
said,
from
"Fuck this.
traditional techniques
We're moving
that
on.
aren't
Get
really
over it."
used anymore. Maybe in the future we'll see more anime mimic the styles of the
No, we won't.
70s
We
or the 80s.
We won't, bro. That generation's dying out. We're not getting anything like that. That day is done. Megalobox is good.
Or more
looks
of
good.
the 90s.
Tell you that.
And they'll just be different art styles. But hey, maybe you can tell me in the comments how you feel about all this. I hope I gave you some appreciation for the 90s anime look, or gave you some fond memories
did,
of
man.
it. Maybe you can do your boy a solid and just mercilessly beat the living shit.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Internet Pit Stop, great. Great, bro. Shout out to Internet Pit Stop, man. See how easy it is to shout out a YouTuber? First of all, I put their name right there the entire video, and then I say shout out to them. I love sucking 90s. What? Why would you say that?